Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing on a new series here. This map is Ashton Corners by MRG Mapping, and I am finally happy to play a Wisconsin map, and so far I'm having a lot of fun with it. If I got a few days played on here, I finally figured out this is the farm that's for me, so that was the biggest thing. I kept going back and forth. There's some beautiful farms on this map, and I finally found it, and it is Ashton Corners. So that is the map by MRG Mapping. So you guys go check it out, and I hope you enjoy this series. We are going to start harvesting corn here very soon, so I hope you guys stick around and enjoy the video. So we have a pretty good medium-sized operation, I would say. I wouldn't say it's too big. We're just shy of 150 acres here, and we're kind of in the center of the map. Here, I'll show you. So we're right here. We have Farm 60, and there is, like I said, there's some good farms on here. I had a hard time choosing which one I want to actually farm on here. That was my problem. I spent like a whole day just trying to figure out what farm I wanted to run. We got a massive dairy farm. That's our neighbors here. Just massive. But anyway, so here we are. We're in 45 right now. We have 4 big cornfields right now. We have 4 of them. And 30 and 32, I think, are going to be our latest harvest. We're going to go from 45 to 46, which is ironically they are in order and numbers there. But that's just with our moisture going off that. So we're going to go from 45, hopefully finish that today, and then we're going to go to 46. That's our plan anyway. So we have our strip fields here. We got 43. That has already been chopped up. I used that for silage. I filled up the harvester with that, and as well as I took out some end rolls on 45 and used that for silage as well. So our beans, our 3 strip fields here, beans, obviously them I took in. I got about $22,000 off them soybeans, so I didn't leave us much money. I wanted to use the income off the farm, and we'll definitely have some good income because what we'll get off this corn harvest will be pretty good. So we're going to fill our 2 soak-up grain bins, and we'll end up having a pretty good yield out of that. So should be a pretty profitable harvest. I already bought next year's seed. I already got that in storage, and I'm going to show you a little bit around why I'm waiting to get this next load here. So we have 52 cows. We got 52 Holsteins right now, and that number will be rising. I don't plan on getting any beef. I think we're just going to do dairy. I would like to do, I would almost choose another farm and do just row crop, honestly. But that's where I picked this farm because it was kind of in between. You know, dairy farming and row crop. Which of course I bought the bigger fields. It didn't come with it, but I kind of wanted a mixture of both. So we'll hop in the gator here, and we will show you guys around here. So we have a nice long driveway coming in here, which I love. You see the cows out there grazing. So we got our harvester here. Like I said, it's about half full. I just took off that strip field and I did some end rolls, just enough to get us through a year. I don't need to be putting a whole lot in there. If I fill it, then I have too much. So I'm kind of doing some math on that to figure out to get me by. If anything, I can always get some bales as well. So I open the barn here. I got to check on manure. I've been having to empty this out every day. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So I'll take the skid steer in there. I got a Coon manure spreader, and I'll back up to it and I'll load right into there. I've already spread a load of manure, so the beans that we just took off, it's got a fresh layer of manure on it. So then I got the 1206 that is hooked up to our grain auger, and there's our 2 bins. I plan on getting a few more bins here, so we have room for soybeans. I would like to store some because I kind of want to base off prices. I just don't want to sell to sell. I want to make money and then hold it if I can, because we will make money. We do get a milk check and stuff like that, and I will be selling some bales as well. Bales is a little extra income. We don't have a whole lot of hay ground yet, but we can get by definitely with what we got for our little operation here as far as dairy side. Yeah, I got 1206 there. We do have a hopper bottom trailer that's hooked up to our Peterbilt. We do have a small square baler. We got a disc bine. All that's in here. Our planters, which you guys will see as we go. Come on. There we go. So in here's our seed. I went with Pioneer for next year. We have our soybeans there and our corn. Now that is obviously, we're about a pallet on both ends, if not two, almost 2 full pallets extra. We're going to be getting, I think we got, what, 2 or 3 more pallets coming of corn seed. So this was all off one truck, so we should have more coming here. So, but anyway, I got to get back out there and make sure that he's not full. He's doing his headland passes right now in the field. He should be about done. It should be going back up and down there now. So there's our manure spreader. That's where I go in and feed the old girls. I'll open the skate drive in there, right in that trough there, and I'll put feed in there, and they get their straw and everything from there. So we do have a few bales left, so we can always get more of them too. And we got some corn fodder bales we're going to be doing as well, which are nice. So yeah, pretty cool farm. Definitely hitting home here. Got the 4440 hooked up to the old Coon feed mixer. Pretty cool map. It's a foggy morning too. It really, since we hit October, it's really gotten foggy on the map, which is crazy too to think about here. But I just cut this before October, and I can already use another cutting, which end of the year usually I like this a lot shorter than this, I can tell you that. Look at that. Huh. Be kind of weird cutting I guess this would be the 3rd crop or 4th crop here in October. That's kind of weird. Alright, park the gator here, and I'm going to go check on him and radio him and see how full he is. So, yeah, normally we'd run aside him and keep him going, which we probably could do that, but I'm just going to let him park, and we'll fill. So, I mean, it's a pretty flat ground, so it's not a huge deal. So over there, that field, that top field, that 46 that we're going to next, that's got more of a hill. We might just roll on with that one. So, alright, looks like he's got our 2nd load of this field. There we go. So 2 loads, that's pretty good. And not too much left, actually. Alrighty, so we have both gravity wagons full, and we are unloading our first load of corn, and I'm not going to lie, it almost started raining. So this was not even in the forecast, kind of unexpected. Well, hopefully we can finish things up. We're going to go up to that top field, like I said, up there, start on that. Hoping not a huge deal. Yeah, so we got both gravity wagons full on that field. So, and a little extra actually. There's some in the combine yet, and there's some in the other one there too as well. So, he's a feeling. Beautiful sight. Yeah, these do take a while to unload, it seems like. So. The old 1206 fired up for this, so we can run it. PTO on it. Yeah, it's getting there. I think we know what we're ready to do. And that was a little bit of a trick trying to get that lined up. I got to figure out a different way of doing it, because that definitely was not fun, having to turn that and back it in there to get the trigger on it. So what I'll do is I'll end up unloading the combine coming through here. I'll end up loading that, and then so that way at least I have a total of what I'm getting out per field. Kind of helps me track. But but that was some good yielding stuff, and we'll end up having some corn stalks out of that field as well. We'll probably go in there tomorrow or day after and bale that. So look forward to that on the next episode. We'll be doing corn and baling it, because I can just multitask like that. But man, this is definitely taking a while. There we go. Alright, we'll pull up the next one and get that unloaded and meet you guys back in the combine. Alright, so I hopped in here quick. I got my helper there. He is fixing things up down on the farm. He's getting that gravity wagon finished unloaded and getting things set up back the 245 over here. So I'm going to take the end rows out here. That is a wrap for these two fields up here. We got quite a bit done today, and we actually wasn't too bad in this field up here. I was kind of worried with the hills and stuff, but it wasn't too bad. Running about 20% moisture in some spots, which I thought was kind of odd, and then some spots we were 23 according to the combine anyway. So we just unloaded that, and now we're going to unload my unit here. Yeah, this grain cart's definitely handy though. I'm definitely happy that I got it. Let's get this arm out first here. So this will be, let's see, this will be our third load coming out of here, the one I'm filling right now. So we got 3 total loads out of here, so can't complain with that. Definitely can't complain. And we'll end up working on the other fields. Might even start just grinding on it. I would say probably next week. I would say we're going to grind on it. So according to our forecast here, now things have changed. Whoops, I ain't empty yet. What am I doing? So according to the forecast, we're going to have potential showers most of the night. Could accumulate up to 1 inch of rain tonight. So this little mist that we got now, it's going to get a lot worse than that. So kind of come out of nowhere, and that's going to put a damper in things, especially with these bottom fields down here. I'm definitely not going to run them right now. It's getting sticky in here. Didn't have too many issues, but definitely getting sticky in here. So we're going to try to not have these guys getting stuck and worrying about that headache. So We're just going to play it safe. And probably wait till next week. That probably would work. But we're going to put things away here. Let's go haul that in quick. I got everything out here, of course. I've had me and my helper there running around here at the end. So, oops, let me make sure I start that first before I drive it. So yeah, so far a pretty good harvest. I would say, you know, first week November, we would have this all our corn off, if weather permits once again. Seems to change on the fly. But we do have some liquid manure to spread too. I filled that up earlier. So we're going to have to get that spread out there too. Probably spread that on the field that we were just on, honestly. So yeah, 2 more fields. I'm going to show you guys here while I unload this stuff, our moisture map. Kind of show you what we're dealing with here. This is always a fun part. I end up hitting that, but I'm real close. There we go. Oops. I shut off the 1206. I gotta start that. Oh, she's gonna get backed up real fast. There we go. Alright, so that's unloading again. Keep an eye on that. I'll show you guys something here. Alright, so here is our moisture map, as we call it. So field 46 is what we were just in. That is a 20%. Now that's the average, was 20%, which, you know, definitely can be better in that. And we had some spots that were higher. In there, we had a 22% and 45, which was the field before. That's right along the interstate there, or highway, however you want to say it. So yeah, this is kind of nice to have this on this game here. Irrigation, we don't have any irrigation on any of our fields. I think our 2 bottom fields here, so it shows you this is all my fields here. Our lowest field is 43, 44. I think, what is it? Let's see, what is corn here? 32 and 30 are our other 2 fields that have, see, 32, that's 12%. Look how low that is. Very low. So hopefully by next week that's going to get up there. I hate to even push it off. We might have to even go a little bit longer on that, because that's unacceptable there. I wouldn't even waste my time. 12% moisture. And what was the other field? I keep forgetting. Okay, 30. Just checking this. Okay. So 12%, 32, and then 30 to 18%. That's a little bit more doable. So moisture retention 54, and we have 38 here. But yeah, we're definitely have to get some irrigation, especially in these bottom fields, I think. So pretty low, not acceptable. And I don't have a corn dryer, so I thought about getting one and setting it up, but I feel like at this point, oops, this late in the season, I'm just starting this farm. I don't know, maybe there's a good mod out there that has a corn dryer, but I don't think I've seen one. Get this lined up here. So we'll have to check for that as well and see where we can go. The only other thing I want to do too is get things to set the bushel. Right now they're in their leaders or whatever they are. I don't know why this farm son does that. I want to only complain right now. Other than that, I'm having fun on this map. I love this map. I'll show you here, guys. Oh, where is that? And alright, so we are I went over it like 6 times. Alright, so here's prices on what we have. So we got a little bit of straw, 57. So here we have with corn. So 145 now. Assuming that's liters. I don't know. I got to get that changed, but that's the only hiccup I got right now. Got 145 in there. And look at January's prices. So right now we're sitting at the average. It went up a little bit from what I checked this morning. We're at 696 down here. We're right at the end of October. We're looking to get our corn done in November, the first week, hopefully, maybe second week. But if we can hold off till January, we're talking a huge difference. We're talking, that's quite a bit. So your average is 1,515, huge spike. So that's what we're hoping to sell. Our corn is in January. At least that's what we're hoping. Looks like that's full. So we're going to shut this tractor off. And then we're going to get this out of the way. Okay, just like that. Tuck back on. And I am going to disconnect this out here because I am going to use this for spreading a little bit of manure, liquid manure here, so disconnect that. Yeah, that 12% corn down here in the bottom, that's pretty low. So we're going to have to definitely work on that. So I'm just hooking up for this for the next episode so we can get our manure spread out. We're also going to do corn stalks as well, bale some of them. So, alright, so everything's put away and I am going to head to town. I got to pay a few bills here at the co-op. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys and we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Things will get better. We'll get out of the corn here and start doing some more stuff, especially involving cows. But yeah, check out this map, New Glarus, Wisconsin by MRG Mapping. I would definitely check it out. I'm waiting for a few more maps to come out. There's some Iowa maps that I'm looking forward to playing. But I can tell you right now, this is a really cool map. Definitely pretty accurate as far as terrain and stuff like that. So I'm happy with where it was at. Happy I finally got the farm that I wanted. The Big Dairy Farm is something worth checking out on here. I might even do a live stream on there and do a live stream series and just operate that Big Dairy Farm on another new save game. It's kind of in my mind there, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, you guys definitely check out the map, and hopefully you guys enjoy this episode and look forward to some more, because we're definitely going to have some more on this one. We're doing some baling next episode here, and finish up corn for the year, so that'll be fun. So alright, appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one.